Let's look at some hazel catkins. It is a cold and damp day in mid-February, but the hazel is already in full bloom. Let's take a couple of twigs home to look at indoors. For a start, the catkins remain closed, but after they are in the warm for a day or so, they begin to open. They now become the familiar lamb's tails or catkins. If you tap the catkins, then showers of dusty pollen fall out. Here are the catkins as seen under our USB microscope with the little pollen baskets. And here are those pollen baskets opened to release the pollen. However, the pollen grains are still far too small to be seen properly under our USB microscope. Here's a more powerful microscope, very reasonably priced, which could make a good Christmas present or birthday present. It has 3 lenses, giving you 3 magnifications, some ×10 to ×400, and a mechanical stage. There's a built-in light source, and the image of what you're seeing appears on a little LCD screen where you can snap and save an image to your PC. However, even under ×400, the pollen grains are still not very clear. To make them clearer, we can put these pollen grains onto a microscope slide and drip on some nail polish remover. This is very inflammable and must be done with an adult. It helps to remove the grease to make the grains clearer. Next, get some distilled water from the car accessory shop and some glycerin from the home baking section in the supermarket. Make a 50-50 mixture, but do not stir it. If you do stir it, it will introduce thousands of bubbles. Place it in a warm spot and let it mix naturally overnight. Place a couple of drops of the glycerin mixture on the pollen and add a cover slip to protect the lens. Now, what an improvement it makes. Each pollen grain shows itself to be triangular with a little pore or hole at each corner. Look again at the catkins and you will see the female flowers as tiny buds with red sticky tufts to catch the pollen. They will become the nuts later on. Hazel is wind pollinated as there are very few insects about at this time of year. Here are the places on the park you can find hazel. Go and have a look for yourself.